morning and good evening, Mr. X's class. The word today is incorporate, which is a verb. There are two meanings of incorporate. One is to include something. To include something so that it forms a part of something. So you take, it's like taking pieces of things and putting them together to make something bigger. So you can incorporate different suggestions into a plan or something like that. We can incorporate different ingredients in a recipe. So, although actually for that one though, I want to make one thing clear: is it doesn't mean add. It's not the moment when you add it. It's not like something's already there and you add a new thing. Like, oh, now I'm going to add this. No, it's not usually that. It's more like you look at the thing and you say, what's included in it? What's like already included in it? I think more often. But so like, for example, the Edge book incorporates stories, articles, plays, and poems from many sources. So the Edge book is your book that we use in this class, and it includes stories, articles, plays, and poems from many sources. And then number two, the other meaning of incorporate is to create a company, officially, like legally create a company. You go and you file papers with the state of your whatever state you're in, and you make a company. And so why is it good to make a company? Because of this. So if you incorporate a business, one reason to do that is it helps you protect your personal assets, your money and property, if the business has problems. Because if you create a company, it's considered a separate thing, it's not you. So the company loses money, they can't take your stuff. They can only take the company's property. Like if someone wants to, if the company owes money to somebody, they can't take your personal things, I think. And it's harder to. So that's a reason to incorporate a business. And big companies, when businesses get big, they're pretty much always incorporated. But even some small companies decide to incorporate because of this. So it's when you legally say it is a company. It's not just you running a business by yourself. It's a company, like separate legal thing that's incorporated. So there's a sentence over here. So you have to maybe move a little bit for this one. A good English class incorporates, includes reading, writing, and oral presentations, discussions, and multimedia projects. All those things are parts that are included in English classes. In Spanish, incorporar, incluir, and constituir. I'm thinking constituir, they're thinking of definition 2 probably. Is that? But the first two would be definition 1. Okay. What is, you should know by now, what's the part of speech of that? Noun. Why?
For the suffix.
The ending, the suffix. T-I-O-N, that's always a noun in English. Not always in Spanish, but always in English. So that's something to learn. Anytime you see that, it's always a noun, never a verb. Always a noun. Another one that's always a noun is this. That's always a noun, never a verb. So, okay. Synonyms for incorporate include or combine. Antonyms, the opposite, divide and separate. So combine, divide, and separate. Are there questions about incorporate? Okay, thank you, and thank you for filming today.